Alright, you guys, let's get started with the retro. Last retro, the only thing that we had as our improvement was for me to set up meetings to meet with Anya, that we had trouble. So did it go better this time to set up meetings with her and for you guys to get her availability?
Yeah.
And she was better? Okay, so we're gonna continue that into the next sprint, you know, meetings and stuff, and I'll work with you on your schedule. Okay, so let's put the green ones up there where it went well, right? All your stuff that went well this last sprint. The pink conversation bubble, what didn't go so well. And then also any improvements you have for the next sprint. Let's go ahead and start writing them on the stars and getting them on the board, and we'll talk about them. I need some pink ones. Jim, you got some pink? Thank you. How are we doing, you guys?
I'm done.
Good?
Done.
Randy, are you done yet?
No. Sorry.
It's okay, take your time.
Slow cook.
You guys actually did pretty quick this time. You must have been thinking about this, more prepared this time, thinking ahead of time.
You know it.
That's my team. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. The practice sprint review we held made the demo go smoother, so that's that sprint review we scheduled. I'm going to put one out for every week at the same time, like 11 o'clock like we did, and we'll just do that every week. I'm going to put this over here so I remember to do that. Daily scrums are effective, so the stand-ups are effective. That's good that you guys are liking them, because a lot of times teams want to kind of only do them once or twice a week, but we're doing them 3 times a week, and I'm glad they're effective. So if you guys have any comments, you can always, actually I want to put that back up here. Okay, sprint review with the owner went well. I agree with that. We were able to get most of the training page stories pointed. Yes, pointing went well. I did create that extra story out there, added the points, so that's a good thing. Team worked well together. Yeah, you guys are having a lot of fun, which is good. The website is starting to take shape, and we are moving quickly. We're getting more pages out there on the website. Anya's cookies were the bomb. Stuff like that makes us more effective. Now that's a very important one. We'll put that as to include that next time.
More cookies.
More cookies. A favorite? Did you want to give like a?
The Snickers ones with the peanut butter.
You got it.
I like brownies. So
That's easy.
yeah, I like brownies with pecans. Okay. Stories completed in time, which helped me have more testing time. So yeah, you guys, we had a lot of stories on Thursday. But it was early in the morning, so you were able to get the testing good. So let's try to keep those stories coming for Jenny for the testing. The scheduled meetings with Anya helped, and we talked about that already. And then we completed all the planned points. We got 54 out of 54 points. So 2 sprints in a row, we got all our points, which is kind of rare, you guys. So our velocity might have gone up to 51 or 52, our average, but I'll look at that. We have the best Scrum Master ever.
That's right.
I put that there.
You put that yourself.
It's true. And then we have burn down has been good, you guys. This is our burn down. It's awesome. You can't beat that burn down. Very well. So we had all the stories going every couple days. A lot of the burn downs, like we've seen before, what we used to do, we'd go like this and it would go straight down because we didn't start out really good. So good job on the burn down. And then velocity, we already talked about the velocity. Okay, so not so well. We need to bring DevOps in for transition. So we're getting to the point in our project that they need to start attending our demos. I will go ahead and add them to our demo. So I don't want to say that didn't go so well, but it's something that I need to do. So they will be at our next demo to start seeing how we're doing things that can support our website. Okay, keeping track of commits. Management's watching, you guys. So I'm in meetings with upper management, and there's some teams that are not producing as much as I think they should be producing. Our team is not one of them. You guys are on track and pretty much ahead of schedule. Just make sure you're doing your commits out there because they're looking at the number of the commits. So before you leave for the day, make sure you put a commit out there and do a couple during the day. You guys are fine. I just want to let you know what the secrets are. The fire drill was annoying. Yeah, we can't stop those. That was a surprise one. We still got our points done though. So even though we were out for 30 minutes for that fire drill. Let's see, had trouble getting the terms and the conditions, last minute for terms and conditions. We waited on the terms and conditions. I think that was our biggest problem this sprint. So Anya and I had talked about this a couple times. She's verifying that all the stories that we put in our planning, or she's going to put those toward the top of the backlog. So next week when we do planning for our next sprint Monday, all the information is out there. So that's going to help us. We won't run into that problem again. Do you have a lot of the information? You think we got most of it from the owner?
Yeah, we got most of it.
Okay, okay. The quarterly meeting ran over and took more time than we had planned. Yeah, that ran over a half hour. So I think next quarterly meetings we just need to say it's 2 hours instead of an hour and a half and plan our capacity from that because it's been happening. Okay, you guys, I have to yell at you. You guys are not moving the stories in Jira. So I've been spoiling you guys because we're under such a tight frame here. With 1 week sprints is hard. You know, we can talk about whether we want to do 1 week sprints in the future because we did 2 weeks before. We're trying 1 week to see what we like, don't like. You guys aren't moving the stories in Jira. I want to ask you to make sure after you do the review with Jen that you move them into accept as soon as possible because that's what affects our burn down. You know, our burn down is just between us and stuff, but it does keep us monitoring like we know where we are during the week. Probably isn't as important in a week time frame, but over the 2 weeks it was better because we would know what's to get done first week, but it's still important. So you guys be moving your stories. You're good at coming up to the board, and when we come to the stand-up in the morning, a lot of the stories are moved. You guys are really good at that. It's just the Jira part I'm seeing that's not getting moved as much. Not a huge deal, but let's try to get better at that. Let's see, quarterly meeting. Okay, after we got verification of adding motion, we had to go back to other pages to add it. So remember the motion thing that we said we had to go back to other pages to add it. In the future, let's add, let's either add stories for that. Let's talk about that down under improvements. We need to do something different for that because we're going to forget something like the About Us page. I know Sandeep jumped on it and got it done right away, but in the future we might want to add a story and get points for it. So we'll talk about that in a minute. Developers didn't do peer reviews of each other's code. Let's talk about that in improvements because we're going to have to come up with something different for that. And then people are not washing their hands after using the restroom. Okay, that must be a guy thing because us women wash our hands. But seriously, no, that's gross. So we have a lot of people coming in the building. New people are from other companies are sharing the building. What about, do we have signs in there? Does anybody know if there's signs? There's no signs? Okay, let me talk to the admin person at the front desk and see if she can put wash your hands. And then we'll try that. Bring this up at the next one if these men, I know it's the men because us women wash our hands, don't we? I don't ever see women not wash their hands in the bathroom. If that doesn't work, I'm going to have them send the communication out because that's gross. So first I'll have them put signs up in the bathroom and then we'll put cameras up and have a bell ring when they leave the bathroom if that doesn't work. I forget about that part. Okay, let's talk about improvements. Okay, have all information for terms and conditions and don't pull a story that doesn't have all the information. I think we've already solved that because you and I are going to be way more careful on making sure that when we're putting stories toward the top of the backlog to bring into the planning that they have all the information. Might be helpful if we added the specific text, the images, to each of the stories. Okay, I like this one. Did you write this, Jen? Okay, that was a good point. So what I think we need to do, Anya, on this one, is you know how we have that separate database that we have the images all stored out there, the term and condition, all the wording? Let's put those in each of the stories. So if it's a front-end story, let's make sure we pull the wording in, and you know where we have the wireframes of all the drawings? Let's just attach them there. So then they don't have to go to the other database, it'll be quicker for them. So let's try to do that for next week.
Okay.
That's a good idea, Jen. Let's see. Okay, let's see, iPad. Okay, iPad and iPhones. I'm gonna put this as stuff we need to do. We have to start demoing iPad and iPhone. We're only given demos, and we're gonna give that demo. We gave the demo that we just did on the computer. They need to see what it looks like on the iPhone, because it's smaller, and the menu bar's changed. So next sprint, we need to I'll make sure that we do a practice run on phones. You guys are coding for the phones and the iPads, right?
Certainly, yes.
It's a part of the definition of done. Okay. And then, let's see. Okay, when a feature is added like the motion, can we open a story with low points? What do you guys want to do about that? Like, so what happened is they said they wanted the motion on the one page, and then you checked, and we had to have the motion on the other pages. We didn't open stories, it could have been forgot. So I think in the future, we just need to say add motion to page 1, 2, 3 for something like that, and then put points and point it as a team. Then we get credit for it, because we aren't really getting credit for that. It was kind of thrown in at the last minute. So remind me, and all of us, let's work together that if something comes in like that, that they want on all the pages or something different, let's get credit for it and points. Need to come up with a way to make sure the stories are peer reviewed. Okay. I know you guys didn't do as many peer reviews this time. I was kind of watching. I know you guys tell each other, hey, peer review this one, peer review that one. It's getting lost in the shuffle. We need to be checking each other's code for standards. You know, you two guys need to be really checking each other's code. Suggestions, what do you guys think? How can we put a label on there, column on the board? What do you guys think that's going to help you two remember to do each other's peer reviews?
I think a column on the board would be a good reminder, but I think going to the 1 week sprint is probably part of that reason too, because we're trying to move a lot faster.
Yeah, for 2 weeks sprint, you guys had more time to kind of do that. So I'll add a column to the board that says, you guys do peer reviews before we test, right? They should be done before you give them to Jen.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put a column here that says peer review, and what you guys will do is say, this one's done, it could be over here, you guys fix that one. So what you guys could do is say that when you're done developing something, you put it in peer review. So Matt, you'll stick something in peer review, and then Sandeep, you'll peer review it, and then you'll move it to test.
Okay.
Then we won't miss it. So instead of doing it in Jira, because you guys haven't been that good at updating Jira, we'll put it up on the board. So I'll try to get that done first thing Monday. Let's see, what else did we have? Motion thing, terms and condition. More beer in the break room. All right, you guys, if there's beer in the break room, I cannot know about it. Keep it hid, because I will be responsible for that. So, I didn't hear that one. Okay, so I think we've got a plan on, I'll put the things that we're going to put over here for retrospective active items. I'll add to our list to keep doing that. 2 more things. Definition of done. Everybody's good with the definition of done. You guys are doing your documentation, so when you guys say a story's done, you guys have the ADDs, all that information is updated out there, right? Online, in Confluence. Okay. So we're good on definition of done. Last thing, and Matt, you have to behave. Nice things only. So I got these cards. There's many thanks. A thank you with a little gift on it. Well done. A gold star. Totally awesome. You can do one of these each for me. I'm just kidding. Brilliant for the smart ones. Sandeep with the firewall or with the security and PayPal stuff. He could be the brilliant one. Way to go. You rock. And great idea. So what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to take these and I want you guys to write a compliment about each other. Just put 2 like 2 Anya, pick one you like the same, and thank her for something that she's done this week or the last 2 weeks, and give it to them and feel good stuff. Keep it clean and keep it nice, Matt. All right? Did you guys have anything else for retro? We have a lot of stuff on retro, you guys. That is awesome to have this many things. It's really good. As we're working together, we're getting closer, and I think we're starting to learn each other's goods and bads, and really, we're moving faster on stuff. You guys are doing a lot better. So, Matt, it better be nice.
I'm always nice.
Okay. All right, you guys, be nice on them or throw them away so I don't see them get in trouble. Okay, you guys, awesome week. You guys, really good week. Monday we do the planning, start the whole week over, and you and I have some stuff to work on to get those stories with the wireframes. Awesome, you guys. All right,
Thank you.
good team. Thank you.